Hello everyone, this is Alex Lee. Today I want to talk a little bit of our above shears, the sharpening for our above shears, the thinning shears. Okay, has been a lot of questions asking about how do I sharpen this style, how do I sharpen that style. Okay, so today I want to use this opportunity to go through it, different type of thinning shears. Okay, welcome back. Okay, we just did this pair, the C16 6021 double tooth. Okay, I fixed the damages and then I sharpened it. It's pretty good. Okay, let's put it back into my demo case and ready for loaning it out. Okay, when you're doing sharpening, you loan this out, the chances are you will sell the shears, like I think half the time you will sell the shears because they will like it. So this one here is the 6020 C16 C10 6030T regular cutting shears, regular thinning shears. Okay, so this solid blade is the actual cutting blade, very sharp. Okay, don't rub your finger to it. Okay, we'll cut you wide open. This blade right here works like a fork. So this is like a fork and this one is doing the cut, grabbing. This is for grabbing the hair. Okay, so this one is C10 6030T. Okay, I'm not going to do anything with this because I know you guys know exactly what to do with this. Okay, so now I'll go on to talk about these four shears right here. This one here, the C15 6027 NW. NWs mean narrow to wide, transition thinning shears, transition tooth thinning shears. So this one right here, the tooth blade is an actual cutting blade, very sharp. This blade here is a safety blade. It's safe to rub your finger on it. This one right here is our finest line, the F10 6035 thinning shears. So F10 6035 is F10 handle, ergo handle with a 35 tooth thinning shears, or what you call the blender. So this one right here has a safety blade. This blade, the solid blade, is safety, so you can rub your finger on it and it will be safe. But this one right here has a concave blade, concave tooth blade, and this blade here is an actual cutting blade. So when we're doing the repair in the next minute, I will tell you how to do a repair on this one. Okay, so this one, and this one is the same thing. This one is also, this blade is safety blade, and this blade is the tooth blade. But this one here is the C10S. S means swivel. C10 handle, swivel. C10S 60 27 6 inches, 6 inches, 27 tooth, double T. So C10S 60 27 TT. Okay, why is TT? It's a double tooth. Well, this one looks like it's a solid blade, but when you look closer, you see the little micro slit. Okay, right, you see that? So actually we still call it the double teeth, so that you know this one has a little micro slit on it. So this blade is also safety, even though it has a micro slit on it, and this blade is doing the cutting blade. It's a cutting blade. So 1, 2, 3, these shears actually share the same thing. The solid blade is safety. Okay, now this one right here, I know you guys may be seeing it the first time, is above shears pet grooming shears. Okay, is our above shears chunker. Okay, this one share the same characters. Okay, has a little micro slit safety blade on this one here. This blade doesn't do anything, doesn't cut. This blade is safety, is safe to rub your finger on. And this blade right here is the actual cutting blade. As you can see, there's a little hook at the end of each tooth. Okay, so now this blade is a cutting blade, but since we have this little hook, and the sharpening can be a little tricky, but actually it's quite simple. I will explain it in a minute. So all these 4 shears share the same, same characters. How about I use this one, our finest line, to do a demonstration? Okay, all right. When you know how to do this one, you will know how to do this one, and so is the left-handed and this one. Okay, so I'm going to use the finest line to do it. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna start, taking the shears apart. Our finest line, they all have ball bearing, okay, into it. So the ball bearing, sometimes they get stuck inside, but sometimes they can come off. It's better to take it out, clean it here, and clean the ball bearing. Spray some alcohol to it, or do a little bit of use that a little bit of the, what you call that, the mineral spirit, okay, soak into it, and then clean it out, okay, and set that aside. Set all the screw assembly aside. Now, first thing first, to make sure everything inside is clean. Everything inside is clean. If it's clean, then what I mean clean is no severe damages. Okay, so we don't worry about that then. Okay, and check the set. Just like all other shears, check the set. Now, okay, the set is correct, and we're gonna proceed and do the sharpening. Okay. Okay, let me get my machine. Okay, so now I have my machine. So this is a solid blade, a safety blade. It doesn't do anything. So what I do this, I will do only the inside, refreshing the inside or cleaning the inside, and make sure the set is correct, and then give it a high polish on the blade, on the edge later. Okay, so this one here, the solid blade, set it aside, and then this one right here is the cutting blade. Okay, has a concave cutting blade, has a little pattern on the tooth. So I cannot do a traditional way to sharpen, like do it from the outside. We cannot do it from the outside. We have to do it from the inside. The repair has to come from the inside, not from the outside, because even though you have a twice as sharp machine, creating a concave pattern, don't do it, okay? Because you must redoing the whole thing evenly, okay? Once you screw this up, then we'll be screwed up, okay? So now, let's say this shears has no damages, okay? Because most of the damages is only from the inside, okay? So let's say have no damages, okay? But you want to create a sharp edge again, so we will create the burr from underneath. We sharpen from underneath. So we use a CBN wheel, because I used to using CBN wheel. I know some of you don't use CBN wheel, which is fine. You can use your regular stone, okay? Okay. I would turn this on a little bit slower, okay, because not in a rush, okay? So RPM at around 400 or whatever, okay? So you're creating the burr from underneath. I use CBN wheel. You can use your Whetstone, okay? This one is 600. You can actually feel that burr created already. So when you created the burr, that means you have a new edge. Okay, sure, you have to take out all the damages first, right? But let's say if there's no damages on the inside, but you still want to create a burr. Okay, now the burr is there because of 600. They can be very fast. Okay. Okay. Then I will use my 1200. Okay, so this is 1200. Okay. I just want to create a little mirror finish on the inside. Okay, and then I take the other blade, do the same thing. Just clean it up a little bit. Now basically the sharpening is pretty much done. Okay, as easy as that. Okay, now so if some of you don't want to use the CBN, or if you don't have the CBN, or you don't like using a CBN, you can use Waterstone or lapping film doing the same thing. Okay, but on the solid blade you only want to refreshing the rine line, make sure it's smooth, nice and smooth. That's it, right? Okay, but on this cutting blade you make sure you create the burr from underneath. A lot of time, make sure you work on the pivot first, and then you're creating the burr from underneath. Okay, once you created the burr from underneath, the next step is we're gonna deburr it. Once you deburr, then you have a new edge. Okay, we're gonna find out if it's true in just a second. Okay. Okay, polishing pads. Okay, because I'm doing all this demonstration in one videos, okay, but I may edit it to chop it up later. Okay, so some of the stuff I may keep repeating myself, but you know, I have a reason to, because later on I may chop it up into 2 or 3 different videos. So and I, you know, some of the stuff I need to repeat it again. Okay, this is my machine, the Katuko machine. Supposedly I have the dust collections, but I'm using this 8 inches wheel to do a demonstration, so I take out the dust collections. Later on I will have machines that will standard using 8 inches plate. Okay, right, anyway, so now we're using hold on, where is the other plate? Oh, okay, right here. So this one here is some sort of like a low profile super pad type of polishing pads. Okay, so when we're doing these, we cannot use this one for deburr because it's too hard and too low profile. It cannot get to in between the teeth. So we need to use some sort of, like, you know, the wool pads. Okay, okay, and we want to load the pad with some polishing compound. Okay, that was H42 I used. Okay, because I'm using the blue compound. The blue compound is a little bit more dry, so I need to prime the polishing pad with some H42 first. Okay, you need to use polishing compound when you want to create a sharp edge and the burr. Okay. And feel the burr, and also where is the scope? Hold on, let me see my scope. Oh, right here. Okay. If you cannot feel it, you know, do it this way to view it. Okay. Yes, quite good. So, okay, make sure you do a high speed with polishing compound. You can apply pressure on the back side to just to make it shiny, right? But when you're on the tooth, you want to make sure you actually kiss it, okay? And then you drag it out. The reason why is drag it out is the hone is going this way. So when you do that, it's easy to get in between the tooth. Okay, if the hone is going this way and you're going like this, then you know sometimes may miss the chance of getting in between the tooth. When you feel there's no burr there, then you have a very sharp edge, I can guarantee you. So now this one right here is a solid blade. We did the inside, right? We want to make sure this one is also nice and smooth like a baby's butt. Okay. This one high speed, but then now you can apply a little bit more pressure. Okay, you can apply a little bit more pressure just to make sure this one is nice and smooth. Okay, now basically sharpening is done, so I'm gonna clean this up and then I'll put the shears back together. Okay, let me pause the video. Okay, now we done with the sharpening. We will clean this up and put it back together. Okay, when you're cleaning the shears, you can use alcohol, or sometimes I use some mineral spirit, you know, depends on how dirty it is. Again, a freshly sharpened thinning shears, I like to keep the tension a little bit tighter. Okay, so now this one feels smooth enough, so I probably won't do the what they call the ramping. Okay, I mean, show it one more time. Okay, the ramping it's quite simple. You create the little angles, put this blade right here, and put all the fingers on it, and depends on how much you need to ram that the pressure, then you just slightly like that. Okay, what it does, it creates a little bit softer entry when two blades meeting. Okay, so someone don't like to do that, that's okay. If you have your own preference of doing it, so do it. Okay, so now this one is done sharpening, so smooth. Okay, and let's see how this one cuts. If I can find the hair. Okay, be more organized, my friend. I have to pause the video. Hold on. Okay, so now this one is done sharpening, done cleaning, put it back together. Everything looks very good. And then let's do the test cut and see how it cuts. Okay, it cuts like a dream. Cuts like a dream. Make sure you have soft entry and soft exit, right? See this one here? It's no line blending. See that? It's not called thinning, it's blending. But is that thinning? Yeah, every cut will have some hair coming out, right? So thinning. So again, so this one right here is a F10 6035. Okay, above shears finest series 6035. All right. Thank you. So that's conclude my demonstration on above shears thinning shears sharpening. You have any questions? Email me, message me, Facebook message, text messaging. If you like what you see, leave me comment. All right, thank you, and have a good weekend. It's weekend here. Okay, thank you.